have you noticed your check engine light popping on and off, but the car seems to drive perfectly fine? Do not get too comfortable, because that intermittent light is trying to tell you about a wiring ghost that needs to be busted. We are discussing code P00A6, which stands for Intake Air Temperature Sensor 2 Circuit Range or Performance on Bank 2. This is slightly different from a circuit malfunction. This code means the sensor is working, but the data it is sending does not make sense to the computer. The IAT sensor is a resistor that changes with temperature. Cold air creates high resistance, and warm air creates low resistance. The powertrain control module sends 5 volts to the sensor and watches what comes back. This specific code sets when the computer sees a massive change in temperature in a very short time, faster than is physically possible, or the reading hangs up in a range that does not match the engine's operating conditions. Bank 2 is the side of the engine without cylinder 1. Symptoms are usually mild. You will have a check engine light, and you might notice a slight hiccup in performance, but often the car feels normal. The causes are almost always an intermittent electrical issue. It could be a failing sensor, a loose pin in the connector, or a wire that is rubbing against metal and shorting out occasionally. To fix this, start by checking if there are other codes. If not, use a scan tool to check the IAT voltage with the key on and engine off. On a cold morning, it should match the coolant temperature. If you have a scan tool with freeze frame data, look at exactly what the temperature was when the code triggered. If it shows negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit, that indicates an intermittent open circuit, usually a broken wire or bad clip. If it shows above 250 degrees Fahrenheit, that indicates a short to ground. You can try a wiggle test. Watch the voltage on your meter while you wiggle the wiring harness. If the voltage spikes or drops suddenly, you found your loose connection. You can also remove the sensor and use a heat gun gently while watching the resistance with a multimeter. The numbers should change smoothly. If they jump around erratically, the sensor is bad inside. This code is all about catching those split-second glitches. If you cannot reproduce the problem but the code comes back, it is often safer to just replace the sensor as they are inexpensive. If the wiring is chewed up or corroded, a professional auto electrician should take a look. Keeping these sensors accurate ensures your engine runs efficiently. Thanks for tuning in.